The most important job that I have is, you guys know, I'm a dad. I've got a 14-year-old, I've got an 11-year-old, and I've got a 7-year-old. And my two youngest boys go to public school in Williamson County, which is right outside of Nashville in Tennessee. Back in August, some of you will remember, I went and spoke at my local school board, as I encouraged a lot of moms and dads out there to do, and as lots of you did, to argue against kids having to wear masks, because there is absolutely no benefit whatsoever to kids wearing masks. None at all in school. The fact that any kid is still having to wear a mask is, frankly, it should be a criminal failure on our part. The biggest public policy failure of any of our lives is our response to COVID, particularly as it pertains to kids. So you'll remember that Democrats got really angry because suddenly parents were showing up at school boards and they were holding their school boards accountable. And as a result, the Department of Justice decided that they were going to label some of these parents domestic terrorists and that they were going to conduct investigations. And then our good friend, Congressman Jim Jordan in Ohio, got wind of this, and he decided that he was going to ensure that Attorney General Merrick Garland answered for these letters that have been put out from the Department of Justice calling American parents domestic terrorists. And we have a couple of flashback audio bites here from that conversation. And then I'm going to update you with the new information that we have. But first, listen to Merrick Garland testifying in front of Congressman Jim Jordan and other House Republicans who were holding him accountable for that domestic terrorist allegation.
I can't imagine any circumstance in which the Patriot Act would be used in the circumstances of parents complaining about their children, nor can I imagine a circumstance where they would be labeled as domestic terrorism.
Okay, that was one statement. Okay, this is significant because there now are whistleblowers inside of the FBI that have gone back to Congressman Jordan and have said that we now have smoking gun evidence that the FBI has labeled dozens of investigation into parents with a threat tag created by the Counterterrorism Division. Okay? I can't believe this hasn't gotten more attention. We are investigating, our FBI is, parents for things that they said at school board meetings. The FBI this is directly from the letter that was released by Jim Jordan and his crew. In one investigation, the FBI investigated a mom for allegedly telling a local school board, "We are coming for you." Meaning, we're going to remove you from office. The complaint came into the FBI through a snitch line, alleged the mom was a threat because she belonged, I'm reading directly from the letter, to a right-wing moms group known as Moms for Liberty, and also was a threat because, quote, she is a gun owner. The FBI investigated a mom for telling a school board member, "We're coming for you," on the basis that she was a right-wing moms group member, Moms for Liberty, by the way. A lot of Moms for Liberty out there listening to us right now all over the country, and thank you for standing up for your kids and fighting for them in the school board. And by the way, I don't mean literally fighting. When you tell a politician we're coming for you, you're letting them know that you are going to be providing opposition to their idiotic choices, okay? So the FBI interviewed the mom. She told them she was upset about the school board's mask mandates, and her statement was a warning that they would seek to replace the school board with new members. A mom was investigated by the FBI on the grounds that she was a member of Moms for Liberty, that she owned a gun, and that she didn't believe that her kid or kids, and by the way, she was right, should have to wear masks in school. This happened. The Department of Justice had the FBI investigate a mom. On another investigation, a dad was opposed to mask mandates. A complaint said that the dad, quote, fit the profile of an insurrectionist because he rails against the government and has a lot of guns and threatens to use them. When the FBI interviewed this dad, he said they interviewed the complainer. They said they contacted the FBI because the Justice Department had a website to submit tips to the FBI anytime there is concerning behavior. A dad investigated. The FBI also opened an investigation over allegations that Republicans, quote, incited violence by expressing public displeasure with school district vaccine mandates. These are actual investigations. Again, I am reading from a letter that was sent to Merrick Garland that says you basically have lied when you said on October 4th, 2021, that counterterrorism tools were not going to be used against parents who spoke out at school board meetings. And this letter, which was written by the Committee on the Judiciary from the House of Representatives, from Jim Jordan, and by the way, he's going to come on and talk about this letter specifically with us next week, directly proves that Merrick Garland was lying to us. And that if you are a dad or mom, I mean, heck, they may have a file on me because I spoke out and I was angry at my local school board for requiring my kids to wear masks. There may be a Clay Travis file. There's a lot of moms and dads out there listening right now who may have also been investigated by the FBI. Think about where we are in the Biden administration, that they are investigating parents who had the gall to speak out against masks inside of schools, which all of this evidence now proves was essentially worthless. It's absolutely absurd. We'll continue to break all this down, but thanks to Congressman Jim Jordan and his crew for getting that letter out, and thanks to the whistleblowers inside the FBI who are letting us know about actual investigations that were opened into moms and dads for their political opinions that were being expressed at a school board.